How you doing, man? My name is Lil Creep, rolling 60th Street, Brynhurst Block, AG, original. Here with Kev Mac, man, just to let the truth know, man, about the block, about the origins of Brynhurst. Because who better to tell it to me?
Kev Mac video, you know, this is for sure. Kev Mac video, open your soul, represent your ghetto, baby. Kev Mac video, you know, this is for sure. Kev Mac video, open your soul, represent your ghetto. Hold up, for the dime moves and the lokes, for the 6-4s on spokes, for the OGs that did a dime, came back around on parole, for the homegirls with the scrap game, little homies that gang bang, from Pelican Bay to YA, rearrange your mind frame. Yeah, I know what you've been through, shit you had to go tend to. Your mama gave birth on the turf, I know them killers you kin to. This for the lost generation, broke as hell, mad and impatient. But if you know your history, you can't have a strong foundation, baby. Kev Mac video, you know, this is for sure. Kev Mac video, open your soul, represent your ghetto, baby. Kev Mac video, you know, this is for sure. Kev Mac video, open your soul, represent your ghetto, baby.
Where did you grow up?
Man, I grew up right on 60th and Brynhurst. Matter of fact, 6012 Brynhurst. It's crazy you said that because my little son and them is out there right now. They went out there for Father's Day, and my son took my grandson and them to grandma's house, let them see where I grew up, so let them know where their origins came from. Sent me a little picture this morning, but I grew up right there on Brynhurst, man, right off the corner of 60th, so I can see everybody walking up 60th Street, man. I used to see the homies from the hills. I'd run out the house, just right there on 60th and Brynhurst, second house off the corner.
What elementary school did you go to?
I went to Horseman. I'm at the High Park Horseman. And I can't really say Crenshaw. I only went to Crenshaw for a couple months. I ended up going to YA, but I'm a Crenshaw baby, though, for sure, at heart.
What year did you go to YA?
I went to YA in '84, the summer, when the Olympics was happening. Like the middle, like June, never forget. I had to go turn myself in like June, '84. So we was driving, me and Grandma caught the bus past the Coliseum when they was having Carl Lewis and them was performing there. I'll never forget, yeah, '84.
I got a picture of you, man, in YA.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over some of the names.
All right, yeah, we had a legendary lineup in YA for sure, you know what I mean?
So actually, I don't need to go over the names, but let me ask you about one, and you can mention the rest if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Shaky.
What about Shaky?
Tell me a little bit about Shaky.
Is that the picture you got with Shaky on that? And he got the elite suit on?
Yes.
So, that was a jail picture.
Mm-hmm.
And you see he had the feel elite on then. That was what, about 87. I met Shaky when I went to YA. Me and Lil Petey Wack, we was like the youngest people to ever go to YA. So I went, I was still 17. I think Wack was still 17. So we went to ENF. That was like the worst unit in there, all the little knuckleheads and everybody that was maxing out. So Shaky was over there already, had the radio, and he had been in a while. He was a cool homie. Like I say, I was young then. I can't say how old, many years Shaky was than me, but he's an older dude, been there, they say he was an old player, like a baller. He was out the 50s, they say, right? Catwalk, is it Catwalk? So that's what Moot, that's what Roscoe. So I didn't know him. I know all them. I know Crip Cat and all them, but I didn't know him. But he was cool. He fucked with me. He was all right, But I ain't seen or heard from him since then. I think he went to jail or something. What have you heard about Shaky?
Last I heard, Shaky had moved out of town.
Okay. I heard he went to jail or something. But yeah, shout out to Shaky, man, if he's still alive. Man, I ain't seen him in a while. Who else you want to know about?
What about Baby Bone, man, known as a notorious fighter? Was he squabbling up in there?
Who you talking about, Sam?
Yeah.
Well, that's part of the history of Brynhurst. But I don't know, like when Sam came in, I'll never forget when him, Lil Wino, Lil Banker, Crip Crazy, they all came to Nellis with me at the same time. That's when he was little then. You know, Sam was still little, and nah, he didn't. I was doing all the fighting and shit. You know, me and Crip Crazy. When I was in there, he didn't have one, but I heard he's, you know, that blew up and swelled up and he was whooping ass. But you know, that's my day one homeboy. He ain't never had to fight. You know what I mean? But I didn't see him when he got big. I seen him when he got out before I went to Oklahoma. But I wasn't never really on the pods with him, so I was always a little bit ahead of Baby Bone. He came after me a little bit. But I heard you know, that's my nigga. You know, he got hands. I'm sure of that. But I never known him as no fighter though. He always been the pretty boy off the block. You know, Baby Bone's a rich kid. You know, he ain't had to do too much of nothing.
PJ was known as a fighter.
Now, come on, look. Now, Lil Jay's a brawler. That's my guy. Now, you know, we done been in that. See, we done been in them situations that PJ gonna hold it down. He's a brawler. Shout out to Buffy, Lil PJ, man, my love.
Big Let Loose, I think, was a lot older than y'all.
I don't know how old Loose was, man, but that's the homie. He was in there with me for years. Right across from me, he was on GNH, ABCD, and F. Yeah, him and Lil Banker and them. Yeah, that's the homie, man. I think the age difference in TS, you can be 18 up to like 25, so it can be like a 7-year age difference. That's the homie though, Loose, man. I love him, man. Rest in peace, Let Loose, yeah.
So y'all was deep up in there.
Yeah, that was just the homies that was on visiting on that one picture. So you can imagine the ones that couldn't have, you know, make visiting. But we had a nice little squad though. It was cool, man. We you know, YA was something else, man. As far as, you know, survival, you know, repping this hood shit. We came a little bit after the G homies, so it wasn't as rough as some of them had it from what I was hearing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You know. Yeah, that's why I asked about Let Loose. You know, he's known as an OG over there. So. Oh
yeah, that's the big homie, yeah. Let Loose. Yeah. Who else? You got BB. BB was on that picture. You know, that's the G homie. BB, I didn't know he's as old as he is. So, you know, he probably was a 7-year age difference. Mm-hmm. Now that's the G homie, BB. I didn't know Shaky, but you know, I fuck with Spook. So that's Spook, big brother.
All right, let's go back to Brynhurst. Before you went to YA, what was going on? Who were some of the names on BG? Matter of fact, give me a roll call of some of the dudes that grew up on BG that you remember.
That grew up on Brynhurst. Me, original Lil Petey Wack, Big Kill Rock, Lil Kill Rock, Baby Kill Rock, Burt, rest in peace. Baby Bone. See, Baby Bone didn't grow up on Bryan. He grew up on West Boulevard, right around the corner. But, you know, we all hung on BG, so he BG. Lil Shorty, Kev. We got Petey Weestraw, rest in peace, up the street. We got Lil Mac.
About the only time that I probably would be on time. You know what I'm saying? Because I got some too gay to shoot it right here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, like Lil Man. Sly, his brother Sleep from Harlem, grew up with us. Who else was in the Chateaus? The only one in the Chateaus, I say, from the hood was Lil Petey Wack.
What about Two-Tone?
We got Antonio, Two-Tone. You know, that was a general. Two-Tone, you know, was a G. That was like our big bro on the block. You know, I ain't seen him since like 80, man. I ain't seen Tone. He been gone. But I asked about him. He got a cousin from Brim. If you're watching this interview, man, from Six Deuce Brim, I was in the county with him. He said Tone was doing good out of town. He said he was doing good. He had some real estate and all that. And I told him to send my love and shit. So that's the last time I heard anything about Two-Tone. That was about 2008.
How about some of the youngsters, man? You mentioned Lil Man. How about C-Rag? Was you around?
Oh, my bad,
because he came
man.
later.
I forgot. Shout out C-Rag. That's the homie, man. I mean, yeah, that's our little homie, but you was talking about the original. Yes. Oh, he most definitely Brynhurst. Shout out Young Rad. That's my guy. That's my little bro. Solid as can be. You know, one of the upstanding Brynhurst members, man, for sure. Love the block, love the hood. You know, real good guy.
Let's get into the YPE. They came before or after you went to Y? After.
Hold on. You talking about the Young Players Enterprise?
Correct.
Was they around before I went to Y? No.
What about Lil Insane? Was he on Brynhurst?
You know what's crazy? Yeah. Oh, Lil Insane, his brother. Shout out shout out Lil Insane. I can't shout his brother out. He did something to Wyatt. That's why he ain't from the hood no more. But you know what's crazy though? You know what happened to Lil Insane, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever know who did that?
No.
You never knew who did that?
No, you told me, but I didn't know.
Yeah, a guy grew up on the block. He's home now. And I be he's on Facebook, man. He, you know, it's all good though. Like I said, I never known the intricacies of that case, but I seen him when he was in the county saying he didn't do it, but he ended up, you know, he home for it. You know, things happen, man. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened in that situation, but yeah, Lil Insane, most definitely original Brynhurst kid, yeah.
What about Ponytail?
Ponytail and all them dudes, they was Brynhurst, they wasn't 60s though. Them niggas was, you know, just Brynhurst niggas. Yeah, them was they was cool. They was the homies, man. I hate that little shit happened, man, that they didn't have little shit with homies. But yeah, they was just original Brynhurst get money niggas, man. Up the block. Yes, sir.
So before you go to YA, did you meet a lot of homies from other parts of the hood on BG?
Well, me, before I went to YA, I already had niggas I fucked with just from going to school. But man, to be honest, Kev, I met all kind of G homies on Brynhurst. Like, even before I was banging, just because, you know, I don't have no brothers and sisters, so I always hung with my older friends was older, and they always hung with homies and what they went to school with. You get what I'm saying? So, and then not only that, my best friend had 2 sisters that was probably the finest things in the hood. That's how I met Tyrone. He used to come on the block. Before he got killed, he had messed with one of them. You know, Poochie and all them with their show bikes. They'd come over, him and Lil Man, Huckabuck. They used to ride show bikes and come fix them with my boy across the street from me. I'd go over there and watch and fuck with them, you know, just, that's why they all knew me. And the one big thing about me, like, when I was little, like I say, my mom died when I was 6. So my grandma used to work and have me in them little preschools and stuff. So the lady that used to come pick me up, that was Petey Wack mama. This is before Petey Wack was from the hood. She'd come pick me up early in the morning, take me over to their house, you know, make me breakfast. And her son was older, which was Petey Wack, and she had a daughter. So before she would drop me off, I'd go over to their house and then she'd take me to school. That was for years. So one day, like, we had a concert. We had a carnival. It was probably about 77 in the Ralph's parking lot. It was the only time they had it. A lot of the G homies was up there, and I snuck up there and I asked a few dollars, and that's when I seen Petey Wack. He had the blue rag. Like, I was tripping, like, what you doing over here? Like, man, you know what I mean? And ever since then, you know, that's just been big bro. But yeah, you know, like I say, I've been born and raised, man. I know people from now, you know, everybody coming on the block, pimps, homies, you know what I mean?
Let's go way back. Do you remember there was 2 show lines on the block?
Yes, and one of them was my big homeboy. That's who laced me. Are you talking about Black Dog?
Yes.
Grew up right across the street from me. Shout out, rest in peace, Black Dog. And I had a chance, I was happy to see him at the G homie, rest in peace funeral.
Stag Lee.
Yeah. It's the last time he remembered me. Come on. I used to go get weed for Black Dog before I was even smoking weed. He was getting the endo. This is about 80. Because my neighbor was Mexican, but baby daddy was white boy, lived in Malibu. He had the endo and tie way back then. And Black Dog, it's in my book. I got a book wrote.
What's the name of the book?
I ain't really named it yet. I wrote it when I was in the pen, man. I wrote it when I'm in the pen. I'm almost finished with it. I just got to finish this Oklahoma part, you know. But it's just basically, you know, about this interview we doing now. I think I would call it from BG to OG. I think that's what I want to call it. You know what I mean? From BG to OG. But yeah, I used to go get weed for Black Dog, man, and watch him come up, man, get all the cars. And I just run out the house when they used to have little shootouts back in the day, on the little pimp things. And yeah, him and Gordy. Was Gordy the other one you talking about? See, Gordy, that's who laced more Lil Wake in them. See, Lil Wake used to fuck with them. Real tough. Like, this is early 80s. And yeah, it was up under some real players. And my other guy, what's the big dude name? TQ.